to Time for Change Consulting, Droppin Gems. If you are just catching up, we are at episode 5, and man, we've been dropping them. If you have not watched episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, you missing information that will be very helpful for you and your growth as an entrepreneur. If you're catching us now, well, welcome. Please subscribe and like Time for Change YouTube channel. I want to let you all know and reflect a little bit about our old show, the show that was just before this one. We talked about gems. He laughed because it's true. We talked about gems, man. We talked about gems. We talked about personal gems. We talked about business gems. We talked about how to balance the personal and the business gems. We talked about that. And if you don't understand the lingo and what I'm talking about, you need to watch show 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5, okay? Because I'm not about to sit and explain that. I'm just going to reflect that we did some great stuff. All right, today we're going to touch on media, marketing, platforms, okay? So we touched a little bit about this in branding, okay? Because we wanted to make sure that you are branding yourself on all different platforms the way how you need to be, but we never really touched on actual platforms. We have my co-host here, Mr. Anthony Lee Wright, who's going to give the hood perspective to this game of media platforms, because a big component that he has trained me on is that big old word of mouth. He's a word of mouth. He specializes in so many things, but everybody knows that he does by the words that come out of his mouth. Yes, so we're going to talk about that because that's a big component. All right, so what is marketing, right? So marketing and branding, people compare marketing and branding all the time. Branding is what everybody is going to see, right? We talked about the logo and why it's so important. So we talked about those things, but then marketing is how you're going to shift that thing out. How you going to shift that thing out? So you already branded, you know your colors, you know your logos, you know all of the things that you got going on. But what is going to be the strategy behind you pushing this thing in front of somebody? This magical thing, this business thing, this entrepreneur, this ordained thing, this thing that you are working so hard to brand and working so hard to get in front of people. What is going to be the strategy of you working with people? Mr. Ray, you had something to say about that before I dive more in?
Well, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be your co-host. Because I'm serious, this is the 5th show, and man, this thing is taking on a life of its own. Not only, so if you're watching for the first time, if you don't have an opportunity to catch up, then you can just catch on with this show, right? Yes. So it's interesting you would say branding and marketing, because one of your shows or one of our shows, we've done branding. And this ain't even a chicken and the egg concept. You have to brand yourself in order to market yourself. If you try to market yourself, they're gonna say, well, who is this? What he doing? You know, what he saying? This dude's, what? I mean, so you don't want to be confusing. So you have to brand before you market. And you know, you're a super talented young lady, you know, so you are officially Tanya Ridley. I have nicknamed her and gave her a podcast, persona, TR the Superstar.
Hey.
So if you start saying some of that TR Superstar, that's her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how she brands herself is by being the flyest person in the room. Each show, man, it is on fleek. And typically I always get her hand so she can show the nails. Cause the nails, man, she don't even have the same nails for each show.
No, that's not true. Don't slice me.
Listen, y'all ain't even seen the shoe game. Have you seen the shoe game?
Look, we are not Wendy Williams. We ain't doing no shoe cam, all right? We ain't doing no shoe cam. But you can catch me in the pictures, though. You can catch the shoes in the pictures, though. All right? So what he just said, branding is marketing. I mean, you have to do it first. One comes before the other. Exactly. So after you're thinking about all of that branding And all of the things that we talked about in that show, when you're thinking about it, now it's the push out, now it's the marketing. So we don't post online for anything.
Wow.
We don't post online for nothing. We don't post online for no results. Now, ask yourself, are you doing that?
Wow.
Yes, you are. Okay, so, so yes, you are. You're doing that. You're posting just because, right? So there is a place for that. Okay, there's a place. It's called your personal page that has maybe 2 or 3 followers. That's the place for that. That's when you posting, you so upset, you so angry, you so mad at this, you so mad at that. That's when you posting all of that stuff. Or when you resharing something that's politically, right? Politically inclined, or your anger in relation to anything that might be political, anything that might be, I talked a lot about spirituality, but I didn't talk about religion.
Oh.
Right? So we got some differences between those two. We talk about spirituality, but I said in the first show, you might not have the same religion as me. Those are 2 different things. Branding and marketing are 2 different things. Now, when you grow a following, right? So you have people that follow you. If you have a good enough following, should that still be your personal page? No. Because your brand is you. So if you got more people following you personally, then your perception of yourself should change to show your brand and to market to them accordingly, because you have more people following you personally. Why do you think that that's so, Mr. Roddy?
Well,
Drop a gem for me. Why do you think it's that people following you personally?
Well, so I'm gonna keep it a stack, man.
Please,
I don't know.
keep it a stack.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, but if that is the case, it would make one wonder. So they're following me personally, so they might like me personally, but my business, they don't really support or like my business.
Hello?
I mean, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay,
That is correct. So you're in my life personally. You follow me personally. But you're not following my business.
Right.
So a person, an entrepreneur who sees that will put the business in your face personally, Mrs. TFC. Because everything that I post or everything that I do, I'm going to make sure that you see in my personal life,
Right.
my brand.
Right.
Now, I don't post stuff, because I like to go out in the street, get fly, as y'all know. I like to get fly, fly.
Oh, you don't just do that for the show?
No.
You do that off camera?
Yeah, I do that off camera. I got a whole backdrop in the house, Y'all know the strong way. The strong way. Y'all know about me, hashtag. Yeah, so I want to make sure that you know that if you recognize that, then your personal brand is or should become your business brand on all of your social media platforms. Because if you want to be successful, the people that is in your personal life, the watchers, they should be fully aware of everything that you're doing in your business as well.
So I got a quick question.
Please.
What is trolling?
Trolling. What is trolling?
I'm saying on social media.
Yeah.
I noticed they said, well, I was trolling, or they've been trolled, or...
Yeah.
What is that about? I'm just saying.
So, it's...
Is that good or bad? I'm asking.
So here's the thing. In the business world, it's the best thing ever.
Okay.
Because in the business world, it's the best thing ever. Now, in the personal world, it's terrible, because you watching somebody and you don't know, you backdooring them on social media. That's what trolling is. But
is
when
that creepy?
Yeah.
Is that a form of being a creep?
Yes, it's a form of being a creep. But get this though, when you're an entrepreneur,
okay,
you don't care.
That's your business.
You want all of them.
Okay.
You want the trollers. You want the nosy people. You want the ones that go in the blinds like Bart Simpson. You want all of them, okay? You want all of them because those are what you call fans.
Ooh.
Fans. Right? Fans. So your marketing and your brand, so we got that gem, right? That you're supposed to be branding first.
Right.
You're supposed to be marketing second.
Right.
And then you're supposed to be marketing through your platforms where you have your most following all the time. And if your personal following is outweighing your business following, guess what? Your business should be on your personal page. And guess what? Your brand that we talked about in that show should look just like that. Because I'm always going to be flat, I'm always going to be great, and I'm always going to communicate my thanks to my fans or my trolls.
Yeah, which is crazy, but yeah.
I like the hey trolls.
So why? And help me out, because I'm trying to act like a novice.
Yes.
Why is it important that I have followers? I'm saying from a branding, marketing perspective.
Well, let's take that to a spiritual perspective. Back to the foundation. We have a lot of people who follow things that they cannot see.
Oh, Jim.
Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
We have a lot of people that follow things that they cannot see.
Wow, that's heavy.
So why not, if you can have a spiritual realm and follow things that you cannot see, why not put out material that you want people to see so that they can follow you? I'm here today to give you the clinician's perspective. Sorry, y'all.
Right.
Clinician's perspective of business. Because, you know, a business marketing person would probably answer that question a little bit differently. That's not what I'm here to give you. If you can follow something that you cannot see,
That's heavy.
then why not follow something that you can see?
Yeah. And why can't it be positive?
Positive.
Yeah.
Motivating.
Yeah. Uplifting.
Spiritually inclined. Uplifting.
Yeah.
Greatness.
Results driven.
Results driven.
Right.
Hey.
So can I throw the So I just want to talk about one of my favorite rappers when he said, "When I move, you move."
Hey.
It's like that. I'm just saying. Because I'm the old dude with the rap references. Just
Yeah.
So you know.
The hood perspective.
The hood.
We got the clinician perspective and the hood perspective.
Yeah, keep it greasy.
Keep it greasy. Keep it greasy. So it's gonna be, it's so important though, right? So your marketing is what you are putting before all of these other individuals so that they can follow you. They can follow you. I'm not gonna be mad if you look like me. It's some haters out here that will buy the same exact stuff that you buy, think that they doing something, but the whole time they're not. Cause I'm congratulating you for being like me. Cause I am a brand.
And flattery is this what is it? Imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery.
Jim.
So if I hate the fact that you look that way, I want to look that way, but I hate that I can't ask you how you look that way.
Hello! I'm about to jump out the chair on this show
Hold up. Just walk up to her and say, "Hey, listen, I like your style. I like the way you brand yourself. How do I brand myself like you?"
I'm telling you.
That's how you get the results.
That's how you get the results.
Start hating, start congratulating, start participating in your life. That part right there.
Jim. So I've seen it, and
You did that.
I did this, I slicked back, I might be bringing back the slick back, but it's important for you to understand, right? Because these baby hairs are mine. People, men walk up to me and they ask me, "Is that your hair?"
Right.
And then they say, "I could tell because your baby hairs are yours." You don't even have that anymore.
So
We only have is.
So you can't buy that in a bag?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Can't buy this in the bag. You can't stick it on either. But if that is your brand, you rock that brand and you do it well, poised, classy, yes, and effective. Right. Make sure you got that thing laid. Okay? Now that's a little hood perspective coming into the clinician perspective. From the clinician. Now, so with the marketing, right? So you have to make sure, on some serious note, right? You have to make sure that you have your LinkedIn page, a professional LinkedIn page. You have to have a Facebook page, a professional Facebook page. You have to have an Instagram, a professional Instagram page. And for everything that you know how to do, you should have an Instagram page.
The gram.
You should have an Instagram page. Now, we're going to talk about, to get in the weeds. Right. Go ahead.
No. You about to get in the weeds because I like to always take the approach of the person that don't know, that's actually watching the show.
Yes.
With all the social platforms out there, what's the difference in all of them?
Yes. So you have professional platforms such as LinkedIn, right? And your Facebook is a professional platform. It started that way, but a lot of people changed it to being a personal platform. So the marketing of it, the marketing of the brand that you put on the page is what makes it professional and what makes it personal, right? So we're going to talk about too the code, hashtagging and all of that stuff, because now that's a new thing and a new wave of not just putting it on the page, but after you put it on the page, what are some of the things that your brand is connected to? So all of the hashtags, so like for instance, Time for Change will drop a flyer, because we drop flyers all the time. It will be for Droppin Gems podcast. Well, guess what? I want my hashtag Droppin Gems. So when you hit Droppin Gems, you see this show and this show only. So I'm going to put it on a hashtag and I'm going to put it under there. I want you to know that I'm a clinician. I'm going to put a hashtag and I'm going to put it under there. I want you to know that this is a perspective. This is not facts. This is a perspective. And sometimes we get facts, and those facts are called gems. I'm going to hashtag all of that underneath my marketing platform and my brand. So that's what I'm going to do. So you have to make sure that you are posting on something that's already a marketing platform for your brand. Now, I'm not going to judge what you used to be, but this show is allowing you and giving you the information. It's exuding you with the information to do this social media thing the right way. So if you already looking at your personal page, right, and it's open and you already know that you have 3,500 people, then you need to take a real strategic look at archiving. Archiving is a word that you just archive all of your old pictures so that you don't delete them, but they go away so other people won't see them. You archive those pictures and you make sure that you only have things that you are branding and you are marketing. That's if you are a makeup artist, the makeup is there. If you are a nail tech, your nail stuff is there. If you are a clinician, your clinician is there. If you are, a student in nursing, your stuff is there. If you are, a political liaison, that would be him, your stuff will be there. Your pictures with your political people and your political contacts and all of that will be there.
Right.
Okay? So that's what you're branding, because this man is multi-talented in a lot of different things. I'm multi-talented in a lot of different things. I have a makeup page and I do teeth gems, and make sure that I am doing that. You see how I connected my brand of Dropping Gems with Time for Change Consulting, and I'm marketing it together. And then if people want to come get teeth gems, they're like, oh yeah, that's the lady who will be dropping gems.
Right.
It's all connected. It's so that you don't get away from the focal point of what it is. So make sure that you know what it is that you're presenting, like we talked about before, because remember, this is layers. So we talked about that before.
Yep.
Make sure that you are presenting what you want to present, and then you're going to market it as such thereafter, okay? So you have identified, you made an assessment of this business that you're going to be looking at. Because I'm going to be asking my people to ask me to come on the show. And the reason why is because I want you to utilize all of these skills so that when you get on my show, you can say, hey, Time for Change Consultant helped me with this. Oh, when you said this, this was really helpful. I want you to come on the show and say that to me. I also want you to drop comments and ask me any questions so that I can give you consulting advice on how you can make sure that your branding and your marketing is looking the way how it needs to look. But all of the platforms needs to be started when you have a business. As an entrepreneur, you need to make sure that you have each one of them for that particular business or that particular trade that you do. My co-host is sitting here. He's learning. He's quiet.
I am.
Yeah.
And if you smell wood burning, I'm thinking.
Yes, because that's what this information is for. It's for you to take it in and think through all of the different marketing strategies. Now, so with that said, right, because I could get in the weeds, I could talk to you a little bit more about that if you want to. You could definitely blog on the website, www.tfc-tfc.com, to ask me any questions specifically related to any show, right? But I want to talk about his specialty because he don't even know. I want to go and allow him to drop these gems, okay? So he is the word of mouth expert, okay? So that is the number one way of marketing, and all of that stuff that he been sitting here listening to me say and do, I've just been doing it because I've been doing the social media thing, and I was doing that before I met him. But what this man showed me was that word of mouth is the number one marketing strategy. And so think about that when you want to support your friends and their business. Oh, wait a minute, Jim. Think about that when you want to support your friends and their business. Are you sharing the podcast? Are you telling people about something that you know about because of this podcast? I mean, I would like to think that if you listen to me for this long, that I will be one of your friends. No? Am I one of your friends? Are you going to support Time for Change Consulting and Droppin' Gems podcast? Are you going to tell people? Come on now.
No, I'm saying as she raises her bedazzled cup, and she going to the head with it too, with the
We need the water, yes. We need the water.
One of the things I've learned, and part of it is discussing the differences in generational approaches to marketing. We know that now is a time of information. This is the technology era. Mm-hmm. I'm a baby boomer, and the reason I found that out because I researched it. I'm a baby boomer, and according to this great country, I was born during a time when they had the most babies at a certain time. So I'm a baby boomer, right? And I'm way more old school, right? I'm more traditional in a lot of areas, and word of mouth has always been the way that baby boomers have communicated. In Generation X and all of the generations that came after me, it's way more technology now. It's a lot of baby boomers that struggle with the modern day technology. Some people can't get on the computers, and they struggle even with downloading apps on their phone.
So as an expert of the word of mouth, I need to hear some techniques and some
Okay, so basically word of mouth is just that. You spreading the word through your mouth. You telling people. And we way more simplistic too. So the people that I know, we just talk the realest stuff we can talk to each other. If you don't know something, it's okay to say you don't know. You know what I mean? Because if you front and trying to act like you know something, then you way behind, right? You way behind. I'm talking about, have you ever met people, you in a crowd, stick on, you say something real, say, yeah, man, you right. No, I just made it up. It don't even exist. So in today's world, fake news is real news now, right? So when you word of mouth, like, if you've seen a movie, man, you need to see that movie, that joint the bomb, or word of mouth, it's a show coming up. And I deal a lot in the political world, so I'm always getting tip-offs like, this candidate is running for something, this candidate is gonna win, this candidate, and so just the word of mouth as it starts spreading, but I always run into people who say they know when you tell them something and it's brand new.
It's brand new.
How you gonna know when it just dropped, man?
Brand new, off the press.
Right, oh yeah, I know. So we call that fronting.
Fronting.
Yeah, if you're fronting, you know everything, even when somebody just made something up and told you.
Yes, I tell people all the time, humiliate me because I don't know everything.
Right, it's okay not to.
It's okay.
The people that we really respect are those who say, I don't know. You know what, I might have heard, refresh me. Mm-hmm. Right, so word of mouth, if you don't have the ability to communicate with human people, with human beings, then the word of mouth is not going to be effective for you. Have you ever seen people sitting at the table with each other, and this is how they communicating?
Right, exactly.
Can you talk to each other and hear a whole sentence? How was your day?
It was well. Thank you for asking.
Right. So my day was horrible yesterday. But what you can do is have this conversation. And then the other day, I was walking down the street and then and then you done talk for 20 minutes, man. We can't even get a full sentence out of you. If you don't have the ability to communicate, word of mouth is the verbal communication to another human being. Well, you just tell them something, hey man, you might want to check this out. I can't wait till your insurance guy come on the show. Yeah. I need insurance. I need some whole life insurance stuff.
Here's the thing. But yes, word of mouth is definitely.
But guess how I found that out though?
Oh.
You told me.
I told you.
Right. You didn't text me.
No, I didn't.
You didn't hit me on email. I ain't even on the gram enough. But her word of mouth, hey, I got this expert.
Yeah, that's
in insurance, and I'm excited. By word of mouth, thank you for telling me.
Yes. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Look, so here's the thing. I want to thank you for coming to Droppin Gems marketing session and media platforms. Like I said, it might be some more nuances or some different questions that you have about your social media platforms. Make sure that you are branding yourself and putting your brand on all of your social media platforms. And if that means personal and you got people in your business, then put them in your business, your real business, the business. Yeah. So I want to thank you for joining us. You'll see us on your next show, Time for Change, Tuesdays at 6 p.m., Droppin Gems all the time by way of Tanya Ridley, your favorite clinician, the clinician's perspective of business. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day.